But anyway, there is that linking book in the giant golden dome in Temple Island. So that may be the way to do it. And we've activated all the light beams in the starry expanse. Oh, right, that's just for that. So we may have that linking book powered now. But still, even so, it wouldn't do us any good because we don't have the prison book yet. The book that was taken from us. We still need to go visit the Moiety to get that. But again, kind of missing crucial information. Namely, what the fuck the animal is for this totem and where the fuck said animal is. What? Okay. Neat that I can do that, but why can I do that? Looks like it's tied to 2 bits of the tree. Do I care where and why? It looks like there's something in there. Or should be, anyway. Oh, hello. There's a lens. Oh, there's the fish. What is that looking at, though? Is that Temple Island? Also, why can I not get back? There we go. Or Jungle Island, rather. Yeah, I think that might be the area where we actually first found this lens. Okay. Yeah, yes, I know. I'm trying to flip the thing. Thank you. Okay, well, we know the animal is the fish. As I bought my monitor with my pen. But here's the problem, though. I've currently got the fish listed at position 1, the scarab at 2, the sunner at 4, the frog at 5, and the wark at 6. Now, admittedly, the eyepiece for the sunner is back in Gen's laboratory, so I may need to go look at that and make sure I didn't look at it. But even so, there's only supposed to be 5 animals, and wark is at position 6, which suggests I've missed something? Or there's another animal. Or maybe the numbers don't matter and I just need to put them in that order. Let me go back to Gen's lab and double check. Alright, so a couple of things. One, as it turns out, I found out you can actually get back into the Moiety tunnel and combination chamber and whatnot from this room. When you exit through this secret door, some of these rods, which you can maybe barely see, will be flashing as you come out. And you actually need to click on those to open the door back up from this side. And I believe that's this one, and this one? Yes. Alright. Secondly, I did double check the eyepiece in Gen's lab, as well as all the ones in the totems here on Jungle Island. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah. And I'm like 99% sure I've got the right animals associated with the right Moiety numbers. Fish 1, Scarab 2, Sunner 4, Frog 5, Wark 6. Now, in the original game, there was no sixth animal. It was just those 5 that you had to put in a certain combination. Basically, you would find the particular animal. This isn't one of them, but you would click on it. In the old game, it would go down, but in this case, I guess it goes up. But point being, you would click on it. And this is not clicking down, now that I notice it. So let me actually test something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So that tells me something both interesting and worrying. There are 6 animals. Because again, in the old game it was just those 5, and I'm pretty sure in that order: fish, scarab, sunner, frog, wark. In fact, you know what? Let me just confirm them. Give me a second. I'm going to look up a walkthrough for the old game and make sure that's actually the code. Okay, so according to this walkthrough, in the old game, the combination was fish, scarab, frog, sunner, wark. But if what I've seen is any indication, if there's a 6 animal combination, one, that won't work for, well, a couple of reasons. Because I've got the animals in a different order, and apparently there might be a 3rd animal I'm missing. But anyway, I'll try that. Fish, and then scarab. Where's the scarab? All the way over here. Scarab. And then the frog is back over here somewhere, I think. Yeah. Frog. And then sunner. It's right there. And finally, the wark. I got an achievement that says, not the way you remember it. Recall a specific Moiety code. So I got an achievement for putting in the old code. But that ain't the one we need here. Oh, joy. This is very worrying. I mean, okay, granted, I could brute force this because I have 5 out of the apparently 6 animals I need now. I just don't know what animal goes in position 3. But I'm kind of tempted to call a little bit of bullshit because there hasn't really been any indication that there is a 6th animal needed. Because counting the totem we just found on Prison Island, there's only 5 totems. That we've seen, anyway. The only, like, major thing to reveal, if there is anything to reveal, that we haven't done so yet with the lens, is whatever's in that Wark statue belching out the steam, which apparently I'm going to have to look up a walkthrough for, because I cannot figure that out for the life of me. Unless maybe I'm just looking at it from the wrong position. Let me just click something here to reset all these. But yeah. We found animals 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. I'm just trying to look at these and maybe see if there's another animal that we happen to have seen while we've been playing that might have been prominent or suggest itself as important or what have you. Nothing's coming to me. I mean, I don't know if these are supposed to be butterflies or not, but there was a lot of them making the frog silhouette. I mean, at this point, the only other thing I know to do is go to see again, which I've been trying to put off doing because I don't have the prison book. Now, admittedly, again, this is in the old game, this might be different, but in the old game, if you go to see Gen without having the prison book, he'll say, hey, I noticed you don't have the prison book. Tell you what, here's access to my linking books, why don't you go find it? And he'll let you go. Maybe there's clues to a third animal there. I'm going to save my game in case I'm royally wrong. But at this point, without being able to figure out that, if indeed there is something about it to figure out, I've got no clues. I've got no ideas on anything else to do. So the paint wasn't even showing up. Now I'm so desperate I'm seeing things in the clouds. So yeah, I guess let's go to Temple Island and hope the book works. Well, I ain't seeing anything. Maybe we need to press this. Whoop. I'm going to hope this is an encouraging sign. Oh, hi. Purple, red, blue, yellow, or purple, red, blue, green, yellow. Oh shit, are we going? Oh shit, it's this. Oh shit. Everyone hide. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I guess we were gonna have to do this at some point. Oh boy, it's everybody's favorite. Oh, and that's orange, not yellow, according to my notes. Yes. Hi. Okay. Oh. See, I think I know what needs to be done here. I think we need to put the marbles, the fire marbles, in the same positions as the grids that we saw in Survey Island. Here, 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 and here, here. But one, I forgot which colors go where, because I wasn't paying that much attention to the thingamabobbers. The what islands were where. And two, this thing kind of worries me. Huh. Alright, so first things first, I need to go back to Survey Island and mark basically what island goes where so I know what color to put where. And as for that slider, well, I know there was a clue to it in one of the gadgets we were fiddling with in Gen's lab back on Boiler Island. But I don't quite know exactly how that correlates to this. I may have to fiddle around with that some more. Can we... This is how we, this is why this bridge does the thing. Oh wait, didn't it rotate the other? I don't know. Is there a button I need to press somewhere? And I also feel like, at this point, this far into the new game, you'd think I'd have learned to stop relying on my memories of the old game. Apparently not. See, can we go around? We can go around. What's over this way? Oh, look! It's the bridge I broke! Okay, so I've been to Survey Island and refreshed my memory on where the spinning dome representations were on each island, and so I now know where to put each of the colored marbles into that grid back on Temple Island. That just left the slider. And turns out we actually found a clue for that slider when we first explored this lab. It's actually here. And I just kind of glanced over it thinking nothing of it. Mainly because I didn't think it would be used for a puzzle. Shame on me. So those are the symbols on the left for each of the islands. The ones on the right. Again, I'm kind of worried that there's simple dashes by some of them, and dashes with a slash by some others, which would seem to indicate does not equal. But nonetheless, let me just jot this down. So, that top symbol is for Boiler Island. And that has a number next to it. I'm just ignoring the what may or may not be equals in the middle. Just concentrating on the number for now, which is 16. And then next we've got Jungle Island, and that looks to be 7. Actually, you know what? I'll put the dash with a slash through it or not, just so I can remember it without having to come back here. Temple Island, a dash with a slash, and that I think is 5. Yeah. Let's see what's next. Prison Island. Another dash with a slash. And that's 12. And then finally, what's left? Survey Island. That's just a simple dash. And that's 3. So, ignoring the dashes and slashes and what have you, we have 3 for Survey, 7 for Jungle. Actually, 3 for Survey, 5 for Temple, 7 for Jungle, 12 for Prison, and then 16 for Boiler Island, which is fine in numerical order, but I don't know if that matches the rainbow order, which I think the sliders were in. Red, orange, green, blue, and purple. Guess we're going to have to go back and find out. Okay. First things first. Let's take care of the known quantity. Yeah, I was afraid of that. The sliders are in rainbow order. But anyway, the known quantity. Let's put these fire marbles where they go. We want purple one up in the top left here. Then red goes right there. Orange there. Green goes right there, and then blue right there. And it occurred to me on the way back, I remember where I saw this slider back in the old game. Again, I mentioned in the old game, in the spinning domes, you had the linking books that would take you to again. And the way to get access to them, once of course you open the dome, was to input a combination, a slider combination. There you go. All right. So I've got purple at 16. That's the biggest number, so that shouldn't be a problem. That's 5, 10, 15, 16. Blue is at 12. 10, 11, 12. Again, right now I'm ignoring the dashes that may or may not have slashes through them. I'm just concentrating on the numbers, seeing where that gets us. Green is at 5, and already I can tell we're going to have problems because red is at 7. Although this may be where those slashes come from, because in the note back on Boiler Island it said green did not equal 5. Again, if we're assuming the dashes mean equals. Orange should be 3. And yeah, red, we can't do anything with red. Okay. I may have to take another quick trip back to Boiler Island and look at those notes again. But failing that, I may just have to glance at a walkthrough for this, because I don't want to spend all day on this if I can help it. Okay, so I had to admit defeat, finally, and I looked at hints. Not a walkthrough, just looked at hints specifically for this puzzle. Nothing else for anything else in the game, so I'm still spoiler-free for everything else that I haven't seen. And I figured out what the problem was, and it's a fairly simple one, and it's partially my fault, partially the game's. Or more specifically, partially Gen's. Because if you'll remember when we first entered his lab on Boiler Island and I was reading through his notes in his journal and I was sort of making snarky comments at how bad his handwriting was, well, the problem with this was, as it turns out, his shitty handwriting came back to bite me in the ass again. Because if we take a look at this note, the one that I thought had dashes and slashes through it, which I thought was like Denny Rivenese equals or whatever, because these vertical lines were written slightly slanted and the horizontal lines are a little bit more elongated, making me initially think of dashes, especially when I'm just sort of skimming through this. That's all I thought they were, just dashes and slashes. They are not. They're pluses and minuses. Put that together with the fact that when we were messing around with that device there with the fire marble in it, and we put the slider to a certain number, and it lit up and the bells were going off saying, hey, you did it and whatnot, the value on that particular slider was 9. And that's for just a generic fire marble. Put that together with the note with what we now know are pluses and minuses, and it turns out what you're basically supposed to do is add those numbers or subtract them from 9. So we had, if we go up here, we had purple at 16, and now we know the symbol next to it was a plus, which means we need to add that to 9, and we get 25, which means this goes, I think, all the way to the right. Yeah, because green is on 5 right now, so it's 10, 15, 20, yeah, 25. And then blue, add 12 to 9 to get 21, so that goes right here. And let's see what's next. Green, we add 5 to the 9 to get 14, so that goes right there. And then orange, we subtract 3 to get 6, that goes right there. And finally, for red, we subtract 7 to get 2. And I'm going to look awfully stupid if this is wrong, but that should be the correct sequence. So now, if we do that, get that all in position, that comes down. I'm hoping a button should appear here. Maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, no. This is not 14. That's 14. All right, that should be right. Yeah, let's try that now. go. Whew. Okay. Again, probably should have caught the fact that those were pluses and minuses early on, but again, Gen really needs to work on his fucking penmanship. Also, ooh, pretty. And speaking of Gen, I guess the time has finally come to save my game in case I'm wrong. I know I already did it before all this gubbins, but I'm gonna fucking do it again. Because I'm scared. And now the time has come. Hey. To go see Gen. I'm just waiting to click on this because I don't know if we'll get a full screen version when I do. Hey, there's his lab. Now or never. Let's do this.